Are you using it as a totem or a club? No! Hello, friends. This is Cold Run. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Elden Ring, where we are here at the foot of the forge, ready to continue on. Now, I will, at some point, I'll return to the Heretical Rise. I'll have to think on it some more. There was some kind of nudges in the comments about kind of ways to think about it, which I will take a look at. Just at the moment, I've been away from the game for a few days, a little bit longer than usual, just with general time stuff this past few days, and I want to see what's beyond here. And well, all right, I came in here wondering whether this was going to be another section and then we're going to get a boss here. It feels like this is going to be the boss because of this. Also, the wide open area in front of us. Look at this. Look at this legend. Here we go. Here's what I'm going in with today, by the way. I'm going in with the Rogier's Keen Rapier and Glintblade Phalanx, just for change of pace. Alexander Warrior Jar. Let's do this. If I see Alexander... Oh, yeah, it's already gold behind me. All right, Pigeon is going wild right now. Before we go into this, I'm gonna see if I can... Never mind, I guess we're going in now. Okay, Alexander. Is that a horse? Pigeon, all right. No, that is a straight up giant, and not like a troll. That is a giant. Yeah, fire giant, okay. So this is what they... Is that a face on its stomach? Sure looks like it. Hi. Wow, you are a large fellow. Are you holding, like... It's hard to make sense of you. Oh, you have a large stomp. Okay. It's hard to even touch you. Yeah, it's hard to, like, get a sense of what I'm looking at, because I'm either looking at the feet or I'm too far away to do anything. Nice foot. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, you don't like your feet being touched, do you? Are you holding, like, a giant jar? Is that why all the trolls have, like, stuff on their insides? Have, like... I don't know how to say it. Have that, like, gaping spot on their insides? Is that what that's about? So that's kind of a, that attack is similar to the tree spirits. Because it's like, there are spouts up and around that you can avoid. What is that you're holding? Is it... It feels like it's a giant pothead. Do you have a thing I can get to? Not really. I mean, probably, not that I saw. Okay. Where did you go? Oh, I don't know why I healed there. That face is so creepy, the face in its chest. Yeah, it's just a giant shield. I mean, literally a giant shield. Oh, I thought I dodged, and I did not dodge. It's hard to see quite what's happening. Look at you. God, that I can't get over the second face. That's such a unique giant design. Feels that way to me, at least. I don't know if this is common in certain mythology or whatever, but feels unique to me. Oh, there I died. Okay, you have a lot of health. You have a lot of health. Huh. What a strange boss. And I so many of these second act, final act bosses, really third act bosses, seem to have like second phases, so I'm not sure what to expect with this one. Let me change this to something frosty because of what we're dealing with here. Let's go with Hoarfrost Stomp and let's go cold. We're going to go straight cold for the moment. And we're going to replace the Godskin Swaddling Cloth, gross, with Flame Dread Talisman. And I might bring I might bring another summon in at some point, but I think I'm going to go with Alex as my buddy for right now. I don't want to upstage him. Oh, right, you have that Radon, like, welcome to the arena thing. Can I switch feet? I can't switch feet. Shit. I don't know how my shield did anything against that, but the same logic that it's the same reason I don't just get one shot by every attack from something this big, because the game needs to happen. You know what? We already got you frosted. We can try bleeding you for the moment, because frost lingers for a bit. Even though it's Blood Flame, I mean... This is such a weird, cool attack. We'll try to refrost you. Good dodge, if I do say so myself. Make sure we're not there. Good. Yeah, shield is a good call in this fight. Yeah, shoot! Okay. What kind of rolling attack are you doing? Yeah, second phase. Okay. Second phase and second phase. Is this going to be like a Lawrence the First Vicar thing where you're going to be... Don't do the giant thing. Oh, it's doing the giant thing. Okay. Yeah, the last giant did this. You're doing this. Limbs are not I guess limbs are weapons. That's got to be more detrimental to your combat abilities than it is beneficial. But I don't care, because the raw coolness of it just makes up for it. Are you using it as a totem or a club? No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why I'm counting 10. That's so disgusting. You're the Cyclops god that we've been reading about this whole time. We've been reading, the whole time about the Cyclops god. And you're like the embodiment of it. Oh god, I don't really want to know what's going on, because I feel like as soon as I do, it's going to be because I died. You're summoning, like, great balls of fire. Okay, I'm roasting now. That eyeball! I wasn't sure if you were gonna be the true, I don't know, it reminds me of, that eruption reminds me of the Snake Boy fight. Oh my gosh. The mouth, that's disgusting. It's so gross. And Alexander is just being an absolute champ. Oh shit. Oh gosh, this is... I'm sure... This is, like, it's such a strange fight, I can't get over it. The raw bizarreness of what's going on. So you drop out, like, fire. Your mouth even has expressions, like it's almost like it's like, oh Jesus Christ. I don't know how I didn't die here. That's how I did die. That was so cool. Was it a double KO? Alexander got the kill. Nice job. Okay. That was awesome. That was incredible. Oh my god. The mouth, the eruption of what I was thinking of, I was having trouble articulating it in the moment, but the way that it spewed fire reminded me of the phase change in the Rykard fight. Not in terms of, a little bit in terms of visuals, but mostly in terms of just the sense of, like, overwhelming eruption of power. Oh, that's great. Is there... I hope there wasn't, like, a final speech that he gave. I doubt it. Or something like that. That I missed out on. Very possible, but I kind of doubt it. What a wild fight. What did we get even? We got, everything about its design is so unique there. Remembrance of the Fire Giant. And I didn't even see, what did it say when I killed it? Was it great? Was it like great enemy felled, I guess? The power of its name, yeah. The Fire Giant is a survivor of the war against the giants. Upon realizing the flames of their forge would never die, Queen Marika marked him with a curse. O trifling giant, mayest thou tend thy flame for eternity. So that's why it was alive. I didn't even have time to think there. It was like, but yeah, that makes sense why it was even around, is because Marika allowed him to be alive. And was it like a screw you? Or was it something that was necessary? No, upon realizing the flames of their forge would never die. It was almost like a necessity. But it's one that kind of burned her a little bit, no pun intended, because the Fire Giant did ultimately Like, I mean, the monks turned against them. I don't know what relationship the fire monks had with the fire giant itself, but presumably the monks learned a bunch. A part of me wants to go back and explore every nook of this thing, but I have a hunch it's probably just a battlefield. But even if it's not, I kind of want to just run up here and see this. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. In a game like Diablo 4 just came out, and I've been playing some of that. And in a game like that, the Ultimate Warrior jar right here. In a game like that, or in a game like this, do you like to do 100% completion, do all the side quests and waypoints and dungeons along the way, or do you kind of blaze through the campaign and focus just on that and then come back and do the other stuff later? What do y'all like to do? That's the... Yeah, the Forge of... What did they call this? Forge of the Giants, but it's like the Forge of the... The Flame of Ruin, right? Is this the Flame of Ruin? It is, right? What are we gonna... We need to... I was gonna say, don't we need someone for kindling? Oh. I thought that was safe to run down to. I thought we were gonna run down into it. I guess not. Because that looked like it wasn't a falling death. Like, it looked like it was death. It would look like it wasn't falling damage death. It was just... You just die. I just died. Like it was an off-limits area. That surprises me. How many runes did we get for that? 135,000. Is that a... We cannot jump that. Can we go the other way? Yeah, I think we can go the other way. Look at this. Is this the highest point in the game? We saw before that the Flame Peak was lower than the earlier areas, but this is not Flame Peak. This is something more. Yeah, this has got to be the highest elevated point in the game. Unless the Halig tree is, like, super high. It's, again, the sadness hits me a little bit when I know how Melina would have been saying stuff at this point. I mean, at this grace point, no doubt. Yeah, Forge of the Giant. Listen to the sounds of flame. Okay. This seems like listening to the Flame of Ruin seems like a bad idea, but I guess we're already on Team Burn the Erd Tree. It's a corrupting sound, right? Is this like all the death screams of enemies in the game, like mashed into one soundbite? It might be. Yeah, they want to be used. Is this a power stance, or is it a holy shit, I'm on fire, this hurts a lot stance? I think it's a power stance. It doesn't seem to hurt me in the traditional sense, because it wants to be used again. It doesn't want to kill me. It's got the Erd Tree in its sights. But what am I gonna do? Am I gonna walk over there with on fire like this? Oh, I mean... Are we gonna, like, Sniper shot it? Trophy earned Erdtree a flame. I thought we were gonna like put down a... I guess we were the kindling. This isn't... No. I was gonna say, this isn't the end of the game. Like, this isn't... the... No way. Why are we in Farum, Azula? This frigging place. What? Yeah, everything is X'd out. Okay. God, that tornado effect is something. So, okay. I don't really understand anything about Farum Azula. I know there's Beastmen. I know it's tied to presumably Malekith / what's his face? Beastie McGee. Garunk. Smithing Stone 8. A lot of people have very negative feelings about Dark Souls 2. I really love Dark Souls 2. The story really hits my... Its story is my... I mean, in the Souls series, the story may be my favorite in Dark Souls 2. The characters may be my favorite. Level design was not, but I'm just thinking of... I mean, I don't even remember the place. Dragon's Peak? Something like that. No, not Dragon's Peak. That's Dark Souls 3. The Aerie? Oh my gosh. That sandy, wind-swept storm clouds. This is incredibly beautiful. It's also 0% what I was expecting right now. I didn't know how we were going to get here. I kind of thought this was going to be like secret bonus dungeon. But no, this is like a main plot dungeon. Crumbling Farum Azula. That yearning to hurl oneself into the void. It's pretty strong at a moment like this. But I have 135,000 runes. And there's going to be some Z-axis shenaniganry afoot here. Most of these dungeons. And there was a comment in the last video about how it can look weird to use a twin blade in one hand the same way as it does to dual wield rapiers, and I 100% agree. But I like the dual blade enough, and I like the twin blade enough, and I like... Ah, frick, it's gonna beast, man. They're all over. We're back in Bloodborne. I like the combo enough that... How are we going to do this? One of them alone was enough to wreck me before, but that was like 50 levels ago. I kind of feel like not much has changed. No. Hi. Okay. Yeah, they're all busy. What are they focused on? They're eating people. Understandable. Old Fang, yeah, the tooth got dislodged from you. Yeah, we got some Beastmen stuff going on here. This does slashing damage, though. That's good against Beastmen, I think. Against, like, beasts. I don't know about men, but against beasts. Anyone gonna jump me from above? Nope. They're on patrol, though. See if we can wait for you to path away. While we're here, let's switch out this back for the god skin. You're not really going anywhere. Alright, you're actually pretty weak. Or you don't have a lot of hit points, I should say. Away! Away! I am... Lightning-proof dried liver. Is there something I'm supposed to jump to out here? I know the game sometimes signals, but this feels like it is not that sort of place. Unless it is. I don't want to jump. That feels like death. I'm not going to jump it, but I'm going to keep it in mind just in case. I'm glad I didn't jump. Okay. So we started here. And now we're... Crumbling Beast Grave. Can we still not leave? We still can't leave. Alright, I need 5,000 runes. Give me a sec. Yeah, 27 dexterity. No! Let's put this into endurance. It just doesn't matter at this point, I know, but... Is the beast patrolling from here? Also, let me, while I'm here, I mean, I have 55 runes, let me test this. Hi. Nope, I'm locked onto the wrong thing. Nope. Bye. Okay, so test is complete. That was not a signal to that there was an invisible something. No, I didn't think it was going to be an invisible something. I thought there was going to be like a ledge, or I thought it was actually closer than it was. So, good to know. This place is titanic. Is this the previous, like... Is this the Erdtree capital of a prior age? How do I say that? Like, is it, like, before the Erdtree, was this the dominant city? Like, was this the Lanedell of a prior age? Alright, what's gonna happen if I do go get that? Something. Is the Cyclone gonna grow an arm? Let's find out. I see that... I see the little, like, summon sign came up. I know something's about to come. What is it going to be? Alright, I'm thinking that this is Malekith territory. And so I'm thinking that we're going to get... But there's dragons here. I wasn't expecting dragons. What do dragons have to do with I guess dragons were, like... Come to think of it. We do know that dragons were, like... the big thing in the prior age, weren't they? Like, all these things, the ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erdtree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. I think this is Dragon Town, but Malekith too? Why? What do the dragons and beasts have to do with one another? I don't know. We're either getting dragon or another Malekith Blackblade thing. Yeah, bring it. And the answer is dragon. Which one? None. This is just generic Dragon 73. Huh. Okay. Can I mount up here? No. And nope. That took me from 100 to 0. Let's replace Lord of Blood's Exaltation with Bolt Drake Talisman +1. We'll go with the Rapier for piercing value. Let's try Repeating Thrust for pure power. Any particular ashes I want to break out? I think, actually, I think Dolores is probably okay. She's probably going to die very quick, so she may be a bad choice. But I like the idea of an archer. I do like the idea of an archer, and no, Lieutenant. Lieutenant's okay. Yeah, we'll try Dolores. We might go to Lieutenant, too. Yeah, this is going to be one of those fights. Nope, don't target that. Nope, stop targeting that. I really can't target anything but the head here, can I? I can target the chest, but neither seems all that great. Alright, let's... So it's a straight line attack. I don't know how I'm gonna get any sort of consistent damage on this. Ah, that aftershock. I can't, it's weird that I can't target the feet. Do I have ranged ability? I guess I have ranged abilities. I could try Bloodblade. Ow. And there are times when it brings its head down. Maybe that's the strategy is... Nope. Keep rolling, keep rolling. No. So, alright. I don't really have any sense of this thing's movements or where I'm supposed to hit it if I can't go for the feet. Yeah, that doesn't do much damage. I guess I don't have to target it, but... Yeah, this is not my fight. This thing about giant... I'm just missing. I'm just... Like, what do I do here? This has got to be just meant to be a ranged fight. This seems silly to do melee. Am I even supposed to fight this? Is this just a... No, you can summon for this. I'm thinking, is this supposed to be an environmental boss that I'm not really supposed to be engaging with? But I doubt it. Alright. We got Reduvia Bloodblade this time. Give me the item. What is this? I think this is a... Yeah, that's a get away sort of thing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't want to know. Visually, pretty sweet. Oh, right, mana. That double attack thing is rough. Go for... Yeah, there's... Dolores goes down. Alright, we can no longer fight like a coward. Okay, so Storm of Storm. Okay. Oh, shit, right. Good. Heal up. Oh, how do I avoid the double? I think I have to roll in. I think that's how I avoid getting double smacked by that. Nope. Now I'm gonna run. Yeah, that feels like a close range thing. Oh, it doesn't travel in waves. Yeah, Alright, heal up, double heal. This whole session has just been cool stuff after cool stuff. The giant, the fire, the human torch, this thing. $32,000 runes. Yeah, this was not nothing. This was not a nothing, like, a nothing joke thing. Alright, Dragon Wound Grease. Lovely. I'll use that during the dragon fight that I just had. Where are we now? We've crossed over, so we've covered a pretty big chunk of... Did we go right? Wonder what was right. Maybe we should have gone right. Maybe we couldn't have gone right. Or maybe we'll get right in the end. Smithing Stonate and another... Yeah, another thing. Are we going to be able to stop by... Oh! We never rested at Grace, did we? Crumbling Beast Grave Depths. Did we... Is this how we leave the place now? Yeah, we had to rest at it. Okay. We're not trapped here forever. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, invisible walled. Before we progress, is there anything here? Nothing I see that's gettable. Yeah, but this Farum Azula had to be some kind of dragon Lanedale. I know Lanedale is kind of a dragon Lanedale, but it had to be some pre-Erdtree dragon-centric Lanedale. All right, let's take a break from here. Roundtable hold is looking much more on fire than it had been a little bit ago. at least like 40% more on fire.
You've done it, I see. What use do you have for me now?
What have I done?
A finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may go. You'd force this tired old crone to work, even now.
I would.
Harder taskmaster have I never met.
Just open your inventory up. Okay. So what can we get here? Giant's Red Braid. A Faith Strength weapon. Hefty whip woven from the flame red hair of a fire giant. Every giant is red of hair, and Radagon was said to have despised his own red locks. Perhaps that was a curse of their kind. Any relation there? I can't imagine how. Flame Dance. Imbue the red braid. And why is Radagon redhead instead of a blonde like Marika? Imbue the red braid with the giant's flame and lash out in a wide range with a series of agile swings. Cool. Burn, O Flame. Yeah, the fire pillar thing. The fire giants borrowed their power from the power of a fell god, and still they were defeated. Yet their failure released them from their solitary curse to serve as keepers of the flame for eternity. So that wasn't a desire of them. That was an unfortunate byproduct of them being alive. That is kind of interesting. I didn't even notice we got a Niall helm here. We got a veteran Niall gear here? Was this guy a bigger boss than I expected? I thought he was just kind of like a mini boss. Or like a tough mini boss, but like, you know. Right, worn by Niall, the veteran general of Soul. A lone survivor who commanded spirits to defend his long-past master. Was his long-past master Mikola? This aging general could not die, nor did he have anywhere to fade away. A sad story. I really wasn't expecting... I didn't think that I had actually done anything yet, exactly. Like, I thought I was just preparing to, but I guess I did sniper fire the thing down. And I guess that we're on fire because this place is sort of in Lanedale. I didn't really have a thought on where it was. I like my friend's theory, who is a Proustian, who theorizes that this is like another plane. Oh shit. Who theorizes that this is another plane of existence from like another dimension, like kind of stacking just on top of the fortified manor. I think that has a lot of, that theory has a lot of weight to it, and even more so now. And so does that mean that the Erd tree is toasted? Because we didn't really see it get toasted. We saw it in the distance. We saw like... Hi, Roderica.
Take a look around. The Roundtable hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before.
Is Hugh okay?
I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the Round Table behind him.
By the way, Gideon's going to be pissed, and I am here for it. Just screw that guy. Yeah, you're just hammering away.
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Why are you still making weapons? No, before we make him question, I don't want him to be like, good point, bye. Let me get you to bump up some stuff. Smithing, yeah, let's bump up the flail. All right, why are you still making weapons?
As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god, to slay them. And as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
Thought you'd like that. Things are remarkably intact for being so on fire. So you actually might be okay with this, because you were encouraging me to go for it. Was this bookshelf always like this? It might have been.
You burned the Erd tree, didn't you?
Apparently I did.
The round table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The round table holds serve to put a tarnished upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the round table must go as well.
Unlocated demigods.
There are 4 more Nicola of his twin, Malou,
Right.
Princess Rani, and the Rani is so here at the home.
Yeah, so this is
Your findings for it. We both
no real,
such-
nothing new here.
I'll stay at the round table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory.
So to
How
speak.
could I call myself the all-knowing if I did any less?
Why would anyone call themselves the all-knowing? That seems like just begging for someone at a comic convention to be like, what happened in episode 42 of, or book, I don't know, issue 42 of this comic.
Pursuit of knowledge is without end, for knowledge is never a thing complete.
There you go.
Thus, I maintain the mantle of all-knowing.
Okay.
Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord.
I'm gonna have to look at that again in editing, because there was a lot that went by there. I still think I'm gonna have to kill him at some point. I mean, let's take a look, because I want to get a view of the city. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look from Elden Throne. If this is open, it's not going to trigger anything. If this is open to travel to, it's not going to be like, final boss time. The Erd tree is straight up burning. And there's like smoke throughout. I'm confident enough that this isn't gonna end the game or anything, that I want to try poking my head up here to see if it even gives me an option. I don't know, I'm feeling reckless. Yeah, the briars are still here. Maybe it'll burn eventually, but it's not there yet. It's got to just be a matter of time, I guess. Because the flame of ruin is hit. And it's doing its thing. I just remembered Corrin. Corrin's got to be messed up by all this. Poor Corrin. Yeah, it just seems like there's smoke. I just was trying to get a better view of the Erd tree. Yeah, it's roasting. Its leaves are. I don't know if the base itself is. The base itself might be strong still. Base itself might be dead, though. I mean, again, it's hollowed out, so it's more of a symbol than anything else at this point. Okay. Let me take one last thing, because I'm going to wrap it up shortly. I know this is going to be a little bit of a short one. I want to take one more look at the Fire Giants area and the forge here. The forge is as it was, and the urge. This is as good a view as any to see the roasting. Why did Marika set a fire giant to tend to it? Because what happens if you don't tend to a flame? It goes out, right? I guess tending a flame is about both. It just seems like you'd want it to go out if you're Marika, right? And if it's eternal, then why do you care if anyone's tending it? Because if it's not going to go out, then why do you need anyone to tend it? If it is going to go out, why would you want anyone to tend it? I may not be understanding something basic about tending fires. Like, I mean that sincerely. Like, there may be something super obvious about, like, how fire tending works and what it's for, but I don't know if that makes sense. So these were all just straight up actual giants. Was the fire giant that we saw the same size as them? I'll bet it was. But if so, what were the real giant heads? Like the ones that we saw like kind of on mountains, the ones that were the size of like, you know, the ones that were the size of these giants' entire bodies. What were those then? Non-rhetorical question. If I had come to the boss, to the fire giant from this entry point, would I still have seen Alexander, or would there be like a different marker that would have been here? I've given a kind of a good once through to this plateau here, the fire giant's plateau, and I think I'm ready to move on. I might take, yeah, I think I'm going to move on. I'll take another look at this at the Heretical Rise here while I'm here. The specific comments I got about the Heretical Rise, because again, this is one of those things where I have just usually I had a sense of what to do. I know it's something that's usually it's supposed to be invisible because it says you can't see it unless snow is there or something like that. The two comments I got in the last video were that from James Baker that that falling snow marked something unseen in Dark Souls 1, 2. And I did not play it. I've seen it, and I'm sure it'll be familiar to me when I see it here, but I don't remember immediately. Intervago Neen mentioned that there's more to this tower than meets the eye. It's always a matter of perspective. I always like the poetic way that you have putting stuff. Matter of perspective. So I'll see if I can get... Where else can we see the tower from? Like, I'm going to take a look from the freezing lake to see if anything jumps out at me there. I never noticed just how many spirits were here. Not just jellyfish. This place is a friggin' wildlife preserve of ghosts. Wild unlife preserve? Nope, nope. Fuck. Fuck. I mean, yeah. In case you want to know how my dodging the archers is going. Is this a clue? This guy has to be a clue. I mean, probably not. Something unseen. But I mean, the more I think about that particular thing, and the fact that we're not killing turtles, makes me think that it's like wasn't there an invisible bridge in Dark Souls 1? Wasn't there like the crystalline friggin' thing? If it's not killing something, it has to be a way inside here. Because otherwise, what happens when we get to, like, when we find it? We just bonk it? Because that would be almost like killing it. I actually don't remember what it said about the 3 turtles. It just say find them. It just said find them, so it could still be a bonk it thing. I'm looking now for, like, invisible bridge spots, but again, let's work backwards. If we were trying to get into this place, how would we get in? In the past, we've had to launch ourselves up there. Is there a way to get up there? Whoop, not like that. Not like that. I see the butterflies there, but... yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for here. I'm gonna keep working on it. I'll probably give it one more shot at some point down the line with a fresh set of eyes and brains. And, but I'll leave this for now. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and next time we'll continue in Farum, Azula. Alright, bye-bye.